All right, go ahead.
Welcome to SMB Podcast. This is, I think, podcast 11. I think we've gotten better. Last time we heard some good news. I'm here with my co-host, Scott Pelchet.
Hello there.
And we have an awesome guest with us today, Minda Moe.
That's right.
And, yeah, man, I had some good feedback about the last one. I like making fun of Greg. He's not here. No Silky Johnson this week. He's doing another thing, but hopefully next time we'll have him back. Do you miss your buddy, Scott?
No.
It's good to hear. I mean, anyway, we have a cool, awesome, but special guest. She's actually going to start off with marijuana news.
Oh, we're jumping right into that, huh?
We'll just jump right into it. Screw it.
Why? Is that like on your mind right now?
It is. I kind of wish I could light up, but I can't. Scott can't. Scott quit smoking.
Good for Scott.
1 month ago yesterday.
Wow.
That's awesome. Congratulations, dude.
That's amazing.
It's been the worst month of my life.
Why? Why would you say that?
Well, the sun doesn't shine as bright. Food doesn't taste the same. Music's not as cool. Only thing I'm saving lots of money.
Well, that's a good thing. Saving money's good.
Yeah, saving money's cool, but
And you're getting healthier, right?
I don't feel any better.
You don't feel any better?
No.
Have you resorted to like smoking more cigarettes or
I actually
blacks?
that's how I got off. I smoked more cloves.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad. Well, that's not good. You should not be smoking anything.
I know.
Have you tried the vapor, like the e-cigarette?
I think it sucks.
It does. You don't feel that cancer hug of smoke in your lungs.
And my throat still hurt.
Your throat's hurting. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like,
And
what
some
the
of them
fuck's
have a
the
shitty
sense?
taste.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. It wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't cool.
I will say, try the cherry e-cigarette. It's
Cherry
pretty good.
e-cigarette. I got blueberry.
I'm a fan of the vanilla.
Yeah.
I don't like vanilla anything. Like, I don't like vanilla lotion or candles. Like, I'm normally not a vanilla girl. No vanilla bubble bath.
You just mentioned things you're not supposed to eat.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm usually, vanilla is not my scent. But
I
for
was-
some reason, when they put it in an e-cigarette, it's delicious.
I was gonna say that's why you probably don't like vanilla because you're eating candles and this lotion is gross.
No, but some of it smells like crap. But Minda, what's the brand that you use? You always rave about that e-cigarette.
Oh, for a
brand.
while, I was using those blue e-cigarettes.
The blue.
And they lasted me forever. I actually bought the recharger pack. Like, I didn't buy the one-off rechargeables. I got the starter kit.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And it lasted me a good couple years, and then I fell off the wagon, and I really will only smoke a cigarette here or there if it's a social environment. I normally don't do it at my house, and I felt bad because I would get around a bunch of comedians and we'd be drinking, and even though I had my e-cigarette, all you guys would be smoking your delicious real cigarettes with all those chemicals and extra formaldehyde and all the yummy things that we really want in front of me, and I'd be like, hey, can I get a cigarette? And then I felt like people hated me for that.
Well, I mean, honestly, as a smoker of like real cigarettes, although I want to get on the e-cigarette, I noticed that's a popular move of those who are trying to get off regular cigarettes. They're doing the vapor. They've had a couple of drinks and now they're around other smokers and like, I want the real kind. Like, there's nothing like a real cigarette, no matter what they try to do.
I guess I'm not really like a huge smoker. I only smoke like their cigars, basically cloves or whatever.
Man.
What's that?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, so I mean, I never like I don't smoke at work. I don't need to go on a cigarette break, or I never had to do that.
Like
But
when you wake up in the morning,
No,
you need like a clove with your coffee. Yeah, see, I'm like that. I don't like to smoke after I eat. I think it's disgusting. Like,
Yeah, I don't like if I'm hanging out, just like you said, if I'm hanging out and everyone's talking and bullshitting, it kind of like, hey, I feel like I'm part of the crew. Yeah, let me in.
Here's my biggest vice. I like to smoke a cigarette while I shit.
wow.
I know. I mean, every time I like to sit there, smoke a cigarette. Just like I feel like it loosens me up. That and smoking after a meal and driving are like the three biggest,
I don't smoke in my
hardest
car.
things to do when I'm quitting the cigarettes.
Oh, I don't smoke in my car.
I know I don't like that either because then my car smells like a dead ashtray. But yeah, anyway, I got a little too personal about my smoking habits.
No, it's okay. You know what?
Everybody poops.
Well, poops.
Not really with a cigarette though. That's
Yeah, it's true.
But there's a lot going on in marijuana news. I mean, did you know that Ben & Jerry's is looking to potentially come out with a marijuana-flavored ice cream for places where it's legal?
Marijuana flavored? Or does it fuck you up?
I believe they are going to consider it some type of edible, so that would
That's cool.
insinuate that it has THC in it.
I'll tell you what. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I was gonna ask, like, is it gonna be like a caffeinated kind of thing where you can get it without the THC, or now with extra THC, so you get extra like crunk when you scoop.
Knowing those guys, or who knows what they'll come up with. They'll probably have the regular weed version, and then they'll have like the psychedelic version or something that
now
has
with mushrooms,
an extra dose in it. Yeah, who knows?
Well, I had edibles that were like not homemade when I was in Vegas. And I swear to God, I've never been so fucked up in my life. That was probably like the most stoned I ever was.
Oh yeah, they're saying that the THC content in those far exceeds what you could consume in one smoke session.
It was a little chocolate, like a chocolate bar, and I ate like maybe a quarter of it. And I swear to God, I was in the middle of the night, I woke up and I saw a fucking freight train coming at me. But I was like, yeah, I'm fucked up. I was happy. It wasn't like I was scared. I didn't freak out or anything. I was like, yeah, that's what weed's supposed to do.
Yeah, no, see, that's nice that the weed, kept you calm.
Yeah.
Too, during the psychedelic trip.
Well, it kept me in my room, which saved me a lot of money. I'll tell you that.
How to save money on SMB Comedy.
Yes.
Don't do drugs, ladies and gentlemen.
No, do drugs.
Or do drugs
when you're in Vegas.
Inside. Good. Yeah. Wow. So did you do anything else in Vegas?
Yeah, I spent a lot of money. That's how I got to. The only way I could stop myself from saving money was sleep. Like, cause you're out an hour and you're spending blowing $100 on nothing. Like breakfast was like $27. And
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like a super expensive place.
Don't you get free buffets in Vegas? Isn't that the Vegas experience? There's free.
No.
Not Scott Pelchet.
No, not you.
They're like, you pay twice.
He gets the one hotel, they double charge.
No, we were in a nice hotel, but they don't. I mean, everything like the buffets and all that, they're like $25. One we went to was like $50. It all depends on where you go. Yeah.
That must have been a hell of a buffet. $50.
Right?
What were you eating?
It was like it was really good. It was like prime rib and steak and shrimp and. Me personally, I wouldn't have went there, but everyone wanted to go. So
they have one down here in Fort Lauderdale that's like that. It's like a $40 breakfast buffet.
Oh no, this was dinner.
This is dinner. Okay, it's even better.
Are you talking about like a brunch?
It's like a brunch thing. It's on the water in Fort Lauderdale somewhere. And I remember I went there one time and I felt this overwhelmed obligation to eat my money's worth, which you can't do at breakfast for $40. Like, I just kept trying to fill my plate.
That's like 477 pancakes.
Oh my God. I felt so sick for like a week after that. I could not look at another Eggs Benedict for the rest of my life. Anyway.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing commercial for that place.
Yeah. Did you have to smoke a lot of cigarettes?
Did I smoke a lot of cigarettes?
You probably had to because you were on the toilet.
Oh my God! All week long, I had like Marlboro Reds. Couldn't even do lights.
Marlboro Reds, huh?
Had to get it right out, bro.
Well, here's a better solution for you in marijuana news. If you want to go cheap, and you don't want to get through that full feeling, then now KFCs in Denver are looking to add pot dispensaries right to the KFC, so you can get your cheap ass chicken, and then right as you're feeling full, get real high, and get hungry all over again.
Colonel Sanders is a fucking genius.
Why is that, Scott?
Because it's like why hasn't anyone else thought of this? You know what I mean? Like,
do you think it's kind of racist though?
What you're saying? Only wait towards how?
Well, because they're assuming people who like fried chicken are probably getting high all the time.
No, they're assuming people that are high like fucking fried chicken, which is everyone. Minda, let me ask you this.
Wow, that's a very inclusive theory.
Do you like chicken? Fried chicken?
I do like chicken.
Do you like fried chicken?
Everyone
likes fried chicken, and they also have the grilled chicken.
Yeah, I'm not a big KFC chicken fan.
Well, KFC.
This is what I feel like with chicken. I'd rather just make it myself.
That's how I feel, but
I can't make that delicious batter that they make, but I can at least get chickens that have walked before I've eaten them.
But there's a thing with a classic bucket of like chicken, like it's crap. It's like the dark meat and all that, but you take that to like the beach and like this is nostalgic for me. Like that's what we used to do when I was a kid.
That's what Puerto Ricans do.
New York, yeah, we would buy KFC at 10 in the morning, and then we'd eat at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's cold, but like you had your chicken.
I'll tell you what we did here at the beach. We either grilled or we got a public sub.
See, that's smarter.
I grew up down here. I was born in New York, but I grew up down here.
So you know all the tricks when you
Exactly.
grow up. So I mean, I think that's it. I mean, for me, look, KFC makes a hell of a tender because of their delicious batter. So I'll go off on that. But look, if you're going to give me the option now, where I'm thinking KFC, and I can buy my weed, or I'm just going to go to the grocery store and get chicken and have to cook it myself, and then still have to buy my weed.
That would be.
You might be able to swing me.
What if you can get weed in like the produce section? How awesome would that be? You could just like squeeze it, like, oh, this is some fresh
Minda
weed.
would love that.
Well, I think how like a lot of the pharmacies, like CVS, are taking a stand and removing cigarettes.
I saw that. Yes.
I think in the future that'll be replaced with weed back there. So we won't be able to buy the cigarettes anymore, but we will be able to buy the weed at the register.
Wouldn't it be in the pharmacy?
Well, you know what? If it gets recreational enough, I don't know if it has to be in the pharmacy. In Denver, it's not in the pharmacy anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because it's they can smoke it at
Everywhere.
their leisure, right?
Yeah. Now, do you think they're going to be people turned off to KFC? Like, they're going to be like, listen, I was a fan. Now you're selling weed. You're condoning marijuana. I don't want my kids going to your place to get their biscuits and chicken anymore. It's Popeyes, baby.
I'm sure people are going to get upset. But you know what? The money that they're making there.
And all the people who get mad can just go to Chick-fil-A. They do the
Not on-
Sundays off.
not on- yeah, I was
It's
gonna
very
say,
Christian.
not on Sundays.
There's alternatives.
It's
and
true.
at the end of the day, when you're buying a family bucket, how often are you sending your 8-year-old in there to pay for it? I mean,
It's
usually
true.
that's a parental buying decision when it comes to family dinner. So
Well, listen, if you're taking a kid to KFC, that's a bad parental decision right there off the bat.
I think it's happening a lot then. I just think you just told a whole lot of people they're bad parents. Mike.
You're
I
not
used to get
bad
happy
parents. You
when
just
we-
got to make sure they have good nutrition. That's all
Like
I'm
you
saying.
said, that extra crispy was the shit when I was a kid.
Oh, so good.
Now as an adult, I want a little bit more.
It's true.
I just want to eat the batter. I don't even need the chicken.
You just want them to fry up some.
Batter balls. KFC batter balls.
My
They
kid
can put
doesn't like all that
macaroni and
shit.
cheese in the middle and have their fucking crunchy batter on the outside.
You're onto something.
Yeah.
Heart disease, diabetes.
That's, you know what? I strive for big things.
It does sound. Well, you're from the Northeast, right?
No, I'm from down here. Born and raised, South
Oh, okay.
Florida.
All right. I thought you were-
Miramar, Holler.
Oh, all right. Well, you're from Miramar. That explains it. I don't know anything about Miramar.
Yeah, well, it sounded like you did.
No, I just was saying I've never even been to Miramar. I don't think.
You guys are actually both big into sports. I heard recently there's a kid who was a college lineman. I don't know his name. And now he's on the streets. He's homeless. I don't know exactly why he's on the streets either. But I got to say, like, that has to happen a lot. What do you guys think? You're more into sports. You could probably talk about this.
I mean, it probably happens in every just because he played college football doesn't it's. I mean.
Right, it's an everyday story.
Yeah.
And especially if he was decent at college football and he thought he was going to, like, go to the NFL and he never learned anything and they let him skate through on his grades and he doesn't actually acquire any knowledge while in school.
Which happens a lot.
Then he blew out his knee.
A lot of these kids aren't going to school to learn. I mean, let's be honest. They're going to school to play football, which, hey, that's their right. But this is one of the pitfalls.
Yeah, I mean, had he just dropped out of college, went into KFC, he could now be not only a dispensary but a chicken dealer, not on the streets in Colorado. You ever that was a sad attempt, but I went to the McDonald's the other day, and there was a guy there. I went to go get breakfast for the first time in like years. And first, you get the person who says, "Hey, let me get your order." You get there, you give them your card. Then you go to the second window, and they kind of forgot something. They forgot my coffee, so this other gentleman comes over who's obviously the manager because he's wearing a tucked-in shirt.
He was the Mick manager.
He was the Mick manager. He had a pink tie.
Did they have a pin? They often have pins.
I think I might have seen a pin, but it was a black shirt striped with the little McDonald's emblem in it. Nice shirt. It looked really nice, and a very nice pink tie. And he came over very proud. He had to be no older than 26. And was like, "Can I help you with anything else, sir?" And I was like, "No, I'm good. We'll go away." So my thought I was going, this guy, his whole life, people were like, "Listen, either you apply yourself at work or at school, or you're going to go work for McDonald's. You either get your grades up or you're going to work for McDonald's." All those kind of like bad stereotypes. He actually went to work for McDonald's, probably gets paid more than I do. And he's younger than me.
He swallowed his pride, Mike.
That was probably the look I saw when
You're
I
too proud
came to the
work at
window.
McDonald's.
He did not look happy. Even though he was dressed
Would you
up.
work at McDonald's?
No.
I probably wouldn't.
I would own a McDonald's.
Oh, I mean,
The smell probably
come on,
gets
That's
annoying.
like a crazy, but oftentimes when you own those franchises, you have to spend days working inside them and managing them as well. So,
or you end up on Undercover Boss.
Maybe his dad owned a McDonald's franchise, and that's why he's like the poor. I don't know what his story was, but he didn't look happy. But I thought to myself, I'm like, wow, he made this his career. Good for him.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Honest question, though.
Go right ahead.
For both. Who the fuck is happy at work?
At any job. That's a great
I don't
point.
give a shit what job I'm at. I'm not happy
You're
that I'm
lucky
there.
if you're happy at your
I may
job.
not hate the job, but I'm not happy I'm there.
No, you hate your job.
Oh, yeah. Everyone.
You hate what you do.
I hate the people.
We all hate it.
I hate the fucking people. I hate them all. Today I had like a little hissy fit on the way home.
Tell
I
us
was like
about it.
swinging and punching the steering wheel, chewing it. Ah! I just like, God, I hate those motherfuckers, man. I really hate them. They are awful. They're total dickheads.
I so can't relate anymore. I'm so far gone like into my own world.
You're so blessed, Minda.
I am. I'm so lucky. I almost feel like a douche when I'm like, I love my job. I make my own hours. I slept till 11 o'clock today, and now
See,
I'm on a podcast.
and these are like more reasons me and Mike are looking at you like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Why did we ask her to come on?
I'm
She's just
sorry.
rubbing shit in her face. I woke up at 11. At 11 o'clock, I got my balls broke for 4 straight hours, just to give you an insight.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. You know why? Because right now you're in the societal trap of believing that you have to have a job to have money to be happy.
Actually, that's not true. I'm in the societal trap of believing that I need a job to have a place to live.
Yeah.
There's a difference. It's a necessity.
You can do it. It's your purpose is inside you. You're gonna
Tell him,
find it,
Minda.
Scott. You're gonna find
That's
that
very
thing.
zen of you.
Yeah, I like to try to stay zen. That's my thing for like the last few years.
It's-
And I'm sticking with it now. It kind of worked.
Hey, that's cool.
So now I'm going with it. It's kind of annoying. I know that. Slightly pretentious.
No,
I
I
don't
mean,
mean it to be. It just sounds that way.
I thought that I woke up at 11 was a little bit more pretentious than the actual zen comments. So
Scott's
that's
just
part of
busting
the
your
Zen
balls.
yeah,
process.
I'm
That's
just
his
giving
way
you
of
a hard
pulling
time.
your hair
I'm
and
just
being
giving you a
like,
hard
Sleep
time.
glad
is
you
healing.
came.
It's part of being zen to sleep a lot.
I like to sleep, but
Yeah, so do I.
At
Woohoo.
this-
I actually miss giving Scott shit every day at work. Like I used to just mess with him all
You'll
the time.
find someone new at your new job
sure
to
I
give
will.
shit.
But it was fun with me and Scott.
yeah, we used to it was fun.
I know it sounded super
sorry.
gay.
Yeah, and like we're like imagine so
Screw it.
happy together.
Gosh, it's
I
only been
can't
like
see-
4 days.
I know.
too.
Actually, it has been longer because
I quit last
he
week.
just fucking
early
he
last
just
week.
bounced on us.
Oh.
Just like yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
coming
go in
in.
last week actually.
He's like yeah, I'm coming in.
I kept saying I'm
knew
sick.
this
I'm
was
sick.
Week 2 of vacation.
Yeah.
I thought it
Oh.
was week 1.
Quit my
of
job. Like
vacation.
okay, first I was like
How
I'm
baller of
sick.
you.
Well, I thought I was gonna start Monday, and then I just got to start a week later. But so I shot the gun early, and I was like, by the way, I'm giving my 2 weeks Wednesday, and I'm starting this Monday, so it's really 2 days
Yeah.
notice. And then my boss was kind of pissed. He was like, well, if you don't want to work anymore, just take the rest of the week off. And I'm like, that's fine.
The best shit was when you told me when I saw you Tuesday night. You're like, yeah, I'm coming in tomorrow. He's like, I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks notice, but then I'm gonna ask him if I can have Friday off and that be my last day. I'm like, dude, that's a 2-day notice.
Yeah.
He's like, well, let me see what they say. I'm like, good luck, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna be so pissed.
Good luck.
But it's cool, I mean, hey, like Minda said, life's too short to hate your
Yeah.
job. So.
I think you hate it way more than I did.
Well, yeah, it's.
I just I fucking deal with it because I think I like to torture myself.
I think you do. I think you're a
But-
masochist.
Yeah, I guess.
You
I
would
think
like
guys need
you.
to
Would,
buck up. Linda loves that job.
yeah, no.
Linda works at a different spot than us.
Linda works.
Does she really love it?
She's happy to have a good stable
probably gets
job
paid
that
more
pays
than
her
we do.
well.
You know what? Linda's a very nice person.
Yes,
She
she
is.
is.
I'm a
She's
total
awesome.
asshole. And I look at that and I'm like, man, people talk to you like you're dumb and you're like, are you serious, man?
Linda
Like-
is really cool. She's one of
Yeah.
she's
She
like one of
always
5
talks
cool
like
people there.
nobody really talks to me. They always talk to Sunshine like, oh, Sunshine, you're
Yeah,
so
I made friends with
funny."
everybody.
They don't.
I
They
networked
don't
with
barely
everybody.
talk to me like I'm fucking the guy. What's a Hunchback of Notre Dame or something? They just fucking laugh at me and throw rings around
We
my
told
hunchback.
this Colombian girl that he liked.
Yeah.
He liked her. She like stays away from him. Like.
Well, no, because you guys told her I loved her. I'm like, I never
She'll
said
say
that.
good morning. She'll put her head down.
I don't
like,
even say anything to her now.
He's internet stalking you.
No, I never.
It's real.
I didn't even. I never once
He knows
said.
where you live.
I never said one word to her. And then my boss tells her, he's like, yeah, Scott loves you. And then she comes up to me one day, she's like, I know you love me. And I'm like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? First of all, you never said a word to me. Now you're looking at me like I'm some sort of super fucking creep, but you're coming up to me telling me I love you. If I'm the creep, I'd be the one telling you.
And she speaks like maybe 10 words of English.
Yeah, and they're all,
she's,
fuck
like,
you,
so
Scott. She says that perfect.
And then here's the icing. I went to invite her to a comedy show. I was like, Scott would like you to come over and see him at his comedy show. He does stand-up comedy. And he told me to come over and invite you. So after that, she was like, he's not the man. He did not come over himself to invite
that shit
me.
pissed me off. I went up to her and I said, look.
She really likes
and
you.
I said, the reason why I didn't invite you.
Look at that Dominican girl.
No.
Is that what she is?
I haven't, this was like in December. I haven't spoken to her since. I was so fucking pissed off about that shit. I was like, first of all, you guys are assholes for telling her this shit.
Oh, I think she blew his chance.
No, I didn't think that at all. I think they made me look like a creep, which is even worse.
Oh, yeah, they did kind of make you.
There's nothing worse than a guy than looking creepy.
That's okay. She probably doesn't have a green card. You could still be a creep and get that.
Dude, she's hot though.
See, that's what I'm saying. You need to work that. You need to get over.
I said.
You gotta get over that McDonald's ego.
I said, fuck it. This is my side. That's your side. When you come over here, I don't even acknowledge her. I'm like, you know what?
Now he's playing hard to get.
No, I don't know if it's playing hard to get. I was just like, I was embarrassed actually.
Yeah.
There's no thought.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta suck up that McDonald's part. You gotta, overcome the fear.
I was just worried that these assholes were going to tell her so. And then he's telling her, hey, it's his birthday. You should go over to him and sing happy birthday. I'm like, fucking stop telling her this stuff. She's thinking I'm the one telling her this.
I'm like, it'll make him feel so happy.
The last time
Thank God Mike's gone then.
The last time I talked, yeah, and I tried to get
it. A lot. I would get so bored there, Minda.
Man.
I was like, I have to see
Dude,
her.
Man.
He is a horrible wingman because she got in a fight and started crying, and this motherfucker goes out and buys her candy. I'm like,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I did. I was a snake move.
Wow, you are the worst. I mean,
I felt bad. She started crying because like something happened, and then I was like, I can't. When I see a girl cry,
I know
it brings me back to like I don't know something where I'm like, oh my god, stop crying, please. I'll do anything. So I went and bought like a Hershey's bar chocolate, and I came over like, here you go, here's some chocolate, don't cry anymore. And she's like, you are so sweet, Cintron.
You see how far he got with just a chocolate bar?
Yeah, well, you know what?
You know what a dinner out and a comedy show would have done?
Yeah.
You would have bagged that shit that night.
She would have saw me and probably thought I was terrible.
Oh my
God. You use a lot of F words.
No,
F words.
You
she wouldn't even have
place?
understood the set.
She can speak English. But the funny thing was, and also, this is what she said. She said, why didn't he ask me? Is he scared? So I was like, look, I had to fucking defend myself here. I was like, look, the reason why I didn't invite you was because, I didn't want to look like an asshole. Be like, I'd never really spoken to you and been like, hey, why don't you come check me out? I'm kind of a big deal to nobody but me. You know what I mean? I didn't want to sound like an asshole.
I know, but I'm going to tell you, Scott, in this story that you all have told me, I've seen many missed opportunities for you. That's when you should have swooped in and manned up and said, but I would love to take you on a real date. Like
I should have.
Like a princess like you, like a Dominican princess like you.
I don't think she's Dominican, by the way. I think she's Colombian.
Oh, my God, Colombian?
And listen, and I haven't...
trained to work for green cards.
Listen, I don't think she's in that situation. I think she's legal. But
you think?
I'm pretty sure she is.
I bet you she's not.
I don't care if she is.
Think about your place of work. Think about the likelihood on whether she really has to be a legal worker.
I think you have to be there.
Or you just have to have a paper that says it, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm legal. I never got to worry about that shit.
Yeah, you're just a white boy. No one messes with you. Little Colombian
What would be the
girl.
move now? Is there like a move now he can try to...
Listen, no.
I'll
tell you this will end this story. She has not spoken to me since fucking probably December. The other day I'm walking into work and she's like, Scott, I didn't even think she was fucking talking to me. I just kept on walking. She's like, Scott. I went over there. She's like, what happened to Cintron? I'm like, man, fuck you and Cintron. And I just kept walking. And her best friend, the penguin, was like, we miss Cintron. Like, he don't miss you.
He don't miss you.
He don't fucking miss you.
Wow. I will be reporting directly back to Linda about all of this.
Don't tell Linda this shit. I already look like an asshole.
No.
Please don't tell Linda.
Oh, and just so everyone knows, Linda's just a mutual friend that I know that works with them that I didn't know worked with them until 5 minutes ago.
It's kind of a confusing story, but
that's
it's true.
Okay.
No,
we don't need to go into the details.
It's a small world, but
Cintron,
yeah.
Cintron just fucked me all up.
Let me give a great story about Linda and Scott also real quick, and we'll get off this.
I know what story's coming.
So, and this is
Linda
so great.
Scott story.
Mike, our supervisor, turns to Linda and goes, which one do you think looks better, Scott or this guy CJ? Now, CJ looks like if Biggie Smalls grew out his hair and had dreadlocks. Just picture that, right? And so Scott feels, hey, I'm a little bit more in shape, like than
Not even that.
and I'm more
hygienic.
hygienic.
It's probably a little bit more Linda's type.
Dude, he stinks.
Like this guy stinks really
He
bad.
smells like he fucking.
And Linda turns and goes, they're both about the same. And Scott looks at Linda and goes, really, Linda? Really?
Dude, he looks like fucking Snoop Slobby Slob. He's got stains all over his shirt. He doesn't brush his teeth. He fucking stinks like zebra shit. Like, he's like the foulest smelling person on the planet. He's a nice guy, don't get me wrong. But my point was, I don't think we're exactly competing for the same girls.
No,
you know what I mean? I could understand why, you know, a girl that is into fucking big smelly black dudes would think that he was more attractive than me because I don't stink.
Linda's laughed for like an hour. She just was just like, you look at her and she just started busting.
She's like,
up
no,
laughing.
I'm sorry. I'm like,
yeah, no, that's exactly what
she's like,
she
no,
said.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. That's not what I meant.
That's
I was
not
just
what
saying.
I meant. That's not what I meant.
I was like, fuck you, Linda. I've had enough.
Man, you're gonna be really mad if next week you walk in and that black dude's dating that Colombian girl. That's
Oh.
gonna be it for you.
I honestly, this is the honest to God truth about the Colombian girl. I don't even give a shit. I said one day, I was like, man, she's hot. We were talking about girls that are like, man, she's hot. Cintron's like, you could probably get her, dude. I'm like, oh, okay. He's feeling my,
He says that about a lot of people. He says that to me about guys. I never get them.
He's boosting me up.
Yeah,
Trying
that's
to
what he
get-
does.
trying to
It's
get
like
you
when
going.
when you get that rogue laugh, when everyone's silent at your open mic and nobody's laughing, but you get that Cintron.
I'm trying to save your soul.
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly like he's
the boost
thanks,
of
dude.
confidence.
You just basically told me I wasn't funny. When I hear that laugh.
No.
No,
But,
it means you are funny. Just like you can get that Colombian girl if you want.
I don't even care about that Colombian girl.
Okay,
That's the truth.
whatever you say.
But she's got big titties.
Oh, whoa.
I want to see those. Dude, I was just like, ooh. I had to like double take, like,
Well,
wow.
I'll tell you this, that for whatever age she is, she has a daughter that's like 20-something.
Yeah.
So she's not like a young chicken, but she looks great for her age.
Why did you use chicken?
Everybody, I don't know, I just,
Spring
chicken
chicken.
D, spring
he was
chicken,
trying
yeah.
to use the word spring.
There you go. Thank you,
Chicken.
Minda. You
Yes.
know where I'm going. But she has that whole factory. Like guys
In a
lining up
tizzy?
to flirt with this chick. So Scott, you know,
Because of the big
That's
titties.
another reason. I don't know. She's pretty and she's got big boobs. And she's
Wow.
got a sexy voice.
yeah,
but-
everybody likes that. Hello, how you doing? Good morning.
Yeah.
¿Cómo estás? And everyone, oh my God. Hello.
Like if you try to kill her, that she can't really scream in English. Is that what it is?
You can't
No,
tell
I
whether
just-
she's upset or just.
I
Or
thought-
they're having really good sex. It's one of the
Yeah.
two. She's either
Oi! Oi!
That's a
See!
joke right there. You,
Yeah.
need to write that in.
is that my rape joke?
Oh my
I've
God.
always wanted a rape joke.
That's your rape
That could
joke
be your
right
rape
That's
there.
my
joke.
rape joke.
All right, speaking of rape, they say that when you're dead, they can now put you in a pod,
What a
buried
segue.
as a tree.
No. They
And
put
so-
you in a pod and you become a tree.
That's crazy.
Or do you become the fertilizer that grows the tree?
I didn't really look that much into it. I saw that. I thought it was
But
cool.
would you want this to be done to you periodly? Like, okay, let's say you're a Christian.
Really?
You probably don't because you're believing that at the end of the world that everyone's going to resurrect from the dead. Okay, let's say
Is that what they think?
Yeah, some people believe that, so they're probably
But I
not
don't
going to
think
want to
your
go this
body
way.
is
Yeah, I don't think
really
your body
pertinent
resurrects.
to that.
Some people think
event.
you actually come back as a zombie.
Some people are dumb.
Oh, well, yeah, I think for me, it just the soul matters, and once you're dead, the body is no longer a vessel for that soul, so I guess you could make me into a tree, and I'd be okay with that.
Well, because they say that, that's why you can't get cremated if you're like certain Christian sectors.
Okay.
It's against, getting cremated.
I get it.
Anyway,
I'm not buying it.
right, so would you want to become a tree?
Potentially.
I think it
I'm
would
kind of indifferent about, my whole funeral thing. I don't even really want there to be a funeral. I feel like my whole body is indifferent. If you guys just come and there'll be an open bar and you can wear your flip-flops and shorts and maybe there could be like a picture of me that everyone signs like it's my graduation.
I think it would.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
think it
You
would
like
be
that?
A really good picture of
Yeah.
you, so
Looking
picture you want people to
fly.
remember you. Yeah, so you want to do it now because, like, when you're older, you want a good picture now
Well,
while
they
you're
can take a
looking
picture
decently
from
young.
now.
you know?
Even I don't want to die now. If that's what you're saying.
Well,
I
that's what I'm
mean,
saying. You never know. So you want to definitely get this going. So let's say you die when you're 90. you have this awesome picture of Minda when she was in her 30s.
Oh yeah, no, I already got a couple pictures that I could use. Yeah, I think I already got. I mean, but right now, I hope maybe in the future, the next 5 or 10 years, the next party I would have would, be getting married. But I wouldn't want a big thing about that either. I just want there to be an open bar, and everyone to show up, and it'd be real casual. You wear your cargo pants and your flip flops.
Yeah.
Well, I hope my night party in the next 5 years is like my parolee party.
Because you attacked the Colombian girl?
No, I am.
I was going to say that the tree pot thing I think would be a great thing for pets. I don't think human maybe,
Yeah,
but if I could make my
excellent.
dog become now a tree and always look at this tree and go, hey, that's Fluffy.
In my backyard, there's a tree. It was like 17 cats.
17 cats.
I don't know where they are. They're somewhere under there.
Just think, what would happen though if you did a pod tree of your grandma, and then there was a horrible forest fire 20 years
And she
later
burned
once
down?
her tree
burns
grew,
down.
and then the whole tree burns down.
She was a mean bitch anyway.
Well, now her whole memorandum is gone. At least with a stone, with at least a hedge. Maybe you could at least put a stone thing to here was a tree.
What do you get from being at a cemetery?
I don't know. I don't like cemeteries. I haven't been to one in a long time, knock on wood. But some people like to go there because they feel somehow they're still in a connection with a soul or energy of that presence or person.
Let me ask you this: have you ever heard the song Eleanor Rigby?
Who hasn't, Scott? Jesus,
You've
we
heard
know
the
you
song,
like
right?
the Beatles.
You've never heard Eleanor Rigby?
Well, maybe if you play the song, and I just don't know the name.
Well, there you go, Cintron.
What's the line? Tell us.
I look at all the lonely
Oh yeah, I know that song.
people.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
So, you know what that song is about?
I thought it was called All the Lonely People.
Let's
If
go.
you would have said that, I would have been like, oh yeah, no, I totally know that Beatles song.
Well, you know why I didn't say that? Because that's not the name.
I know it's not.
Cintron wouldn't
I
know
know
that.
so
music
little
Nazi.
about the Beatles, though. That's how I would identify
No,
that song.
I'm just being a dick. But what I would say, that song
So
is
this
about.
is what the Colombian girl feels like? Is that what you're saying?
I'll be honest. She never ever spoke to me until Cintron said that, and then all she said was,
Get away from me.
Actually, she never said that. I was like, when she kind of was like, "Fuck this bitch, man." That shit pissed me off. I'm like, I'm not a man. What? I plucked some pubes. I left them sprinkled them on her desk.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, I hope not.
I don't have pubes, but so
That's good to clarify.
So yeah, I just want to put it out there. So if she's listening, those were not my pubes on your desk. That smelled like vinegar.
Scott really does want you.
Yeah. No, actually,
He would never show it with pube drop off.
Yeah, I know. It's true. I left a trail of pubes. But no,
To a candy bar.
Yeah, I know, right? Actually, I made a candy bar with pubes.
Oh.
That shit pissed me off, man. I was like, who does she think she is? Just never trust big boobs and a smile.
I swear it was a Hershey.
Yeah. Cintron fucked it all up, man. I don't feel comfortable. I feel like people are laughing at me all the time.
It's okay.
man.
That's all right. Maybe one day we'll stick you in a tree.
Yeah, I would be down. You stick me in a tree, make a fucking tree house out of me. I don't care.
Put you out of your misery.
I think it would be pretty cool to put me in a weed. Well, I don't want to be killed to be put in a tree, but I mean,
You just want to live in a tree.
that would be kind of cool, actually. I would like to live in a weed plant, but
Have
bushes.
you seen the treehouse master
I have.
guy?
It's kind of ridiculous.
Dude, don't you want a big ass treehouse though one day? I do.
I did when I was 6.
No, I still
Now I
do.
want just a big ass house. That's all
In
I
a
want.
tree.
No, I don't want it in a tree.
I do. I want a big ass house in a tree now
Well,
because of that show.
I will
With a bridge.
with a bridge.
Yeah, I'd like a bridge.
With a moat.
Sure. What
That
the
would be
hell?
cool. You
What
know
about
what?
a water slide?
Yes.
Into the moat.
Into the
Right.
pool.
Into a
Okay, into the
pool.
Into the pool, but the pool and the moat could be an interconnected ecosystem.
I don't know.
of
See,
water.
I'll be honest. The whole.
We can do tube rides around the moat, and then it dumps you off into the pool.
Do you know what the moat was for? Like in Castles? That's where all the garbage and shit went, so they didn't.
I know, but
Oh.
this is 21st century moat. Where we're in 22nd, I don't know what century we're in. But this is an all new moat. This is freshwater moat.
It's
is
kid friendly.
kid friendly. We're gonna tube around the moat. It's gonna slip us into a pool that we're taking a slide into.
See, this
from
thing's
the
that.
treehouse.
This sounds like a Kid Rock video. That's what I hear right now. Sounds like a Kid Rock video.
I'm telling you, Minda, unless you like the Foo Fighters or Nirvana,
That
every
is
other
so
music
not
thing
fair.
I like
is
both
the
of
worst.
them.
That is so not fair.
Except for
musician.
Foo Fighters' most recent album.
That is so. You know what? I take offense to that, by the way.
Well,
Everyone
you
says
should,
that.
But it sounded like it was from the 80s.
No,
if I wanted
I-
to listen to 80s music, I would have been born then.
I wasn't talking about. I took offense by what you said.
Oh, okay.
I took offense by what he said.
You take offense to a lot of things, so I wasn't sure.
No, I take offense to you saying I take offense to a lot of things. To be honest, because I think I'm pretty laid back, but according to you guys, I'm just a totally uptight jerk asshole who's a stalker, which I've never even done. And it's all.
But we wouldn't think that if your face wasn't so red right now. You look mad.
I hate you, Minda.
Oh.
Minda, this is Minda's one and only time on the SMB podcast.
Damn.
No,
Well,
just
make sure
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm actually enjoying this.
Okay.
Because Cintron can't really fuck with me like you're fucking with me, so.
Oh.
Sorry, Cintron.
Wow.
I appreciate it.
But is there like, do you guys have words after the program?
No, I mean, I gotta tell you, I had low hopes, but I've been laughing a lot. So thank you, Minda, and thank you, Scott, for being so honest.
We brings the ruckus.
Well, it's nice that you came into this with low expectations,
Yeah.
though. That really
Yeah,
make it so you're nice.
Man, it wasn't more you, it was me. Like, and then I knew that Greg wasn't here, and we had a little bit of a little thing going on with the microphone, but we figured it out, and just like good positivity prevailed, and Scott did it.
That is true. I am a computer fucking genius.
So you're fired, Sucker Johnson. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
We need you.
He's
All
like,
right.
who cares?
All right, real quick, we'll probably do this last one because we're doing about 36 minutes right now, so we could probably end this. We'll try to end on a high note. Ringling Brothers has fired their elephants. They will no longer now have elephants in their circus show. Scott, giving it to you. What do you think about that?
First of all, I think that a fucking elephant wearing a little hat is kind of stupid and fucking embarrassing to the elephant, I'm sure. Elephants are smart, cool animals, I think.
So you're looking at this at a PETA standpoint.
No, I just think it's fucking stupid. First of all, who's the dickhead that wanted to get a bear or an elephant and dress him up like a goddamn little hipster? You know what I mean? It's fucking stupid if you ask me.
Barnum and Bailey, or whoever that
Hey,
guy
I
was.
found a bear
Ringling
that can
Brothers.
juggle. Let's fucking exploit this bear. And then kill it when it fucking gets pissed off and attacks somebody.
We don't have to pay bears and elephants.
You don't. I guess that's
the crutch of the whole thought. Like, they could pay a human to juggle, but then they have to pay it, and it's not that exciting to watch.
I understand that human juggling is not that rare as a bear juggling, but like, it's a fucking bear, man. Bears don't juggle. They hibernate, they shit in the woods, and they eat salmon. That's what bears do.
All right, well, they're still there. So maybe you should pick up advocation for them to end the bear prostitution at Ringling Brothers.
Bear
right
prostitutes.
Now, but right now you said they let go of the elephants. Is it because the elephants eat too much? They're too hard to transport? Oil prices are high? What's the reasoning?
I have no idea. I didn't even read deep into it. I was just astonished that it took them this long to get rid of the elephants. Not even about like an animal standpoint, but I have been to one of these circuses. I don't know if you guys have. And when that elephant shits in that tent, oh
Stinks.
man, it smells so bad. And this shit is like a brick. Like you have enough elephants, you can make a house out of elephant shit, and it comes out like a huge, gigantic log. Like
They probably do in some places in this world.
Yeah.
It's like probably, this is my house of elephant dung and straw.
The Three Little Pigs.
But I'm sure like anything else, it comes down to money. Either the elephants are too high cost overhead to contain them and keep them alive and feed them and all that, or somebody came down and said, we're going to sue you, so get rid of the elephants. So.
Yeah,
Or maybe they saw Babar and it changed their perspective.
Dumbo?
Dumbo's a bitch.
Well, it seems like from what you described also that along with these elephant layoffs, there's been a whole stream of trickle-down layoffs from the shit shovelers to the elephant handlers. So this has really impacted, Gypsy America?
Yes, true. That's true. That's why they're so eager to get married on that show, My Gypsy Wedding.
I mean, we went to one of these fairs recently, and nothing has changed since that. Like, I could see that sector of America has been affected by the economy. Because every ride is straight out from 1982.
And they only play AC/DC. Or Come On, Feel the Noise.
Come on, feel the noise.
That does not make me want to spin in circles.
Minda had a great point about these fairs.
Oh, the rides?
The rides.
Yeah, how, they are kind of getting boring because you're riding a lot of the same rides for many, many years. But, since Sean started getting a little sick, right? He wanted to go on, like, a little baby ride, like the Sizzler or some shit like that.
The Sizzler.
But this is what I realized. The Sizzler just kind of goes in a circle.
What the fuck is the Sizzler?
Like, it whips you around a little bit.
That's the Himalaya.
No. That goes in a... No, this has many arms rotating.
Oh, the Sizzler.
The Sizzler,
No.
So, right?
I don't know what Sizzler is.
Shut up. It just spins around, basically. But this is the thing. There's a bunch of different arms spinning around. Like, there's a lot of spinning.
It's like an octopus.
Yes.
That sizzles.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, this is a dumb ride. This is a stupid ride. Why do we want to go on this ride? Then it started getting to full speed, and it was cranking and creaking like it was going to fall apart at any moment.
Yeah, that's because the guy that fucking took your tickets is the one that put it together.
Oh, of course it is.
The guy with 6 fingers.
Well, I'm going to tell you, there's nothing that makes a simple ride more exciting than possible death. Because when we whipped around every time and that thing went pop, pop, click, click, like we were going to fly off, we were like, woo!
Made me even more sick. She's like already like, let's do this.
Take me, Jesus!
Put your hands up.
You know what my favorite fair ride used to be? The fucking zipper.
That they had the zipper.
Of course.
I was just about to say that.
The zipper was like my favorite ride.
Dude, that almost gave me like a whiplash. Like it was just like I almost banged into this metal gate, and then the cool part, and my phone slipped out of the pocket, and because we're flipping, like the gravitational pull kept my phone like in midair for a couple of extra seconds.
It was like
Minda caught it like boom, like
really?
In space.
Nice catch.
I caught it before I even saw it. It was like right before it was about to slam the gate in front of us, and it like slowed down because we were in the middle of a spin, and I just reached out and I'm like, here's your phone, dude. He's like, what? Huh? Yeah. I'm like, it just flew out of your pocket, and I caught it, asshole.
Well, on that note, I thank you so much, Minda, for coming out. Do you want to plug anything? Any place you're going to be? Any websites
how about
check
this?
You out?
If y'all are on Twitter, you can follow me at Hot and Funny Girl on Twitter, and getting ready to relaunch is Tribe of Assholes on YouTube. All your favorite comedians telling jokes all week long. So that's also at Tribe of Assholes on Twitter, too.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely check that out there. Scott, you want to say anything?
Goodbye.
And for me, definitely come out to the Funky Buddha March 7th with John Vargas. Also, March 28th, we're going to have hilarious comedian Carmen Vallone. So come check us out there at the Funky Buddha in Boca Raton. Also, catch me on Twitter at Michael Cintron, or Mike Cintron actually on Twitter, Michael Cintron on Instagram. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night.
I'm actually on Twitter, too, but I don't fucking remember what my name is.
Learn it, Scott.
Because I think it's Scott Pelchat, but